Carol Hoots, Stetson Dahl, you're on deck on the black mat.
Okay, so we are trying to get everything put together, just checking our audio to see if we can be heard. So just testing, can you hear us? If you're out there listening and you can hear us, send me a text. Jason is on his way from Salt Lake, and so we've had to kind of make things up as we go a little bit. But I'm joined here with Walker.
I'm the temporary replacement.
So it's even stalled. Why is that stalled? Yeah, I don't think we're hooked up right. We're not, for some reason, we're stalled.
Does this sound bar go up in relation to your voice?
Test, test, test.
Check, check.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're good there. But the camera, the camera's stalled, and we're not quite sure what is going on. Try this again. We've got our camera working. We've been told that the camera was stalled a little bit, but we're just trying to get audio and everything going. So we have an echo here in the gym, so if you are watching and you can hear us as well as you can see the match on the black mat, then we're there. So it's good. So far we're good now. So we're running.
As long as people can hear us.
If you can see if Mackenzie can just verify.
She's texting me updates, so.
So let's see what Mackenzie has to say. Thank you, Mackenzie. See if you can not only hear us, but you can now see a functioning picture. So we're right in the middle of the JV matches. And so we're just trying to get set up for the varsity as well as many JV matches that we can see and we can watch. We're just still waiting that we've got feedback, and then if we do, then and we're told that we do. So we may be in action.
We may be set for now.
So if that's the case, my name is Travis Ledlow. I'm here with Walker Hoops. And we are at the Miller Juab JV wrestles. We are told that these matches are going to go on both mats for the remainder of the JV matches. And then close to 7 o'clock, we're going to consolidate into one mat, and we'll start watching the wrestles. So I'm here with Walker, and we're going to try to bounce around a little bit between the two matches. We don't have names, so now that we're running, we're going to start getting some names.
Yeah, hope we can get some kind of roster sometime. Keep us posted, folks. Over here on this mat, looks like Juab has got the Millard guy on his back, just trying to get that last shoulder flat on the mat to get the pin. He's got an arm bar in. He's arcing into it, trying to get that shoulder flat. And it's a pin.
All right, so Juab was up 12-1 before he pinned and that was a good match. I think that was a white young man. His last name White, but I don't know anything more than that. Looks like next we've got, is this your man?
This is my man. This is little brother Kale.
Kale we have from Juab Wrestling, and then we're again still getting names for the Eagles, and we're again glad to have you here. If you're just joining us, we apologize for the delay to get going, but Jason is stuck in traffic and the weather. He had a flat tire on his way from Salt Lake, and so he'll be joining us shortly, but we do have Walker with us, and so we're going to watch this match for a little bit with
Kale with
Cal
a knee
Hoops.
pick. Didn't quite get control, so didn't get that takedown. There we go. Able to cover the hips, gets the 2 points. Looks like he's working on a far knee cross-face combo there.
Yeah, he's got that leg buried underneath. He's just turking that right up, isn't he?
He is. That's not a comfortable position to be in. Great fight from Millard here. And that's what we call phone home in Star Valley, where you bring that heel up to the ear. Basically trying to get that other guy to submit there. Potentially dangerous call here. Lets him up.
All right, so we are in good system right now. So starting the second round.
Nope, just reset down there in the middle. They called potentially dangerous on that last move. Kale trying to work a half Nelson, looks like. Didn't quite get him bellied out, so Millard fighting to keep his head up so he can come up and gain control and get the escape. Millard's got Kale's arm caught underneath, it looks like. Kale with a dive through attempt at a tilt. Working that arm bar, running around to the side. And Kale's got the pin. Oh, guess not. Heard the other whistle. Kale wins that going toss and chooses down. Both wrestlers fighting for hand control underneath there. Kale with a little sit out, trying to scooch those hips away to get control and get that reversal.
They've got the scores shown. It's hard to see, but right now we are 9-0 for Juab, for Kale. At least he will be 9.
Yeah. I think once they award those 2 points for that reversal. Getting a little bit of back points here. Kale's kind of got to get around and get perpendicular to his chest to probably get him flat, but at least enough for some back points.
So while we're watching Kale, I just want to give you a little background of why we're in the Hive today. This building is about a year old. It's a new building here in Juab, and it just accommodates just tons of activities. Give
amazing.
us an update on that.
Yeah, and amazing. So I come from Star Valley, Wyoming. Amazing venue they have set up here. Weight room, nice big wrestling room. And just space here for all kinds of different events that community and the school would want to do. So very impressive venue that they have set up here in Nephi.
Okay, so Kale pinned his match. We are moving on to a next JV match. Again, still waiting to receive information on who is wrestling, but we've got Juab and Millard here on the black mat. We also have Briley Dudley wrestling on the maroon mat next to us. Currently, he's up 5-2 against his Millard competitor.
5-2 after that first period for Riley. So going into the second period.
Hand grabbing a little bit, just positioning themselves in the center of the mat. That was a good move.
Juab with a nice little back heel trip there. Just working to cover those hips so he can get those 2 points for the takedown, and he does. Juab with the 2-on-1. Millard's able to break free of that. Millard is not going to be bellied out easy. Coming up as both wrestlers fight for hand control, and we got a point for Millard.
2-1, still in the first period. Starting another match on the maroon mat. We'll give you updates as that mat continues. Millard quickly takes him to his back, scores 2-point takedown. I believe it's a Blackett young man from Juab. Facing on his back.
He's got a pretty tight half Nelson on him.
Moves into kind of a front headlock there. On the black mat that we're broadcasting, score is 2-1. Heading into the second period, Juab gets the choice, and he calls neutral.
You're up on the maroon mat.
Where are we at?
What gibberish did you just say? I'm wrestling.
That was a
Okay, so we have
Juab
got
with
names.
the takedown.
Grady Ballou. So Grady Ballou versus Deegan Leatham.
Deegan Leatham.
From Millard. So
Grady
we,
and
we
Deegan.
have names. On the mat that we cannot see, we have I'm gonna quickly
Jake Adams.
find, yeah,
Jake Adams and Ricardo Carrasco.
Ricardo Carrasco. Grady has Deegan on his back and a pinning combination,
Okay.
and he does get the pin. He was up 4-1 before he just secured that pin.
Over on the maroon mat, Jake and Ricardo still fighting for head and hand position. A lot of head and hand fighting going on over here. No points yet, but
on the black mat, we now have Ryder Vincent, and he is against Ivan Young from Millard. So here we go, 0-0 starting this match. Jake's is a tough match over here, still 0-0. And are we in the second period?
I think we're just coming up at the end of the first period over here for Jake.
All right. We've got our big guys, big but fast. Jake's fun to watch. He's such a great kid.
He is a great kid. I had the chance to go to a football game with Kale and Jake one time, and Jake's never one to leave you unentertained, that's for sure.
That is true.
We call him Big Jake in our house.
Big Jake, of course, has two brothers that have wrestled ahead of him. We've got Hayden Adams that is a junior this year. And, of course, Big City Adams graduated a couple years ago and was a very, very good heavyweight force here at Juab.
Ricardo goes for looks like he tried a single leg there, but Jake was able to hip into him and get the sprawl. Circling around behind and gets the 2 points.
He's got the 2 points. Great job, Jake. 0-0 still over for Ryder Vincent. Kind of hand control. Oh, goes for a throw, and
quite get his hips through on that one.
Get it. Ivan secured a takedown, 2 up for Ivan over Ryder. 2-0. Ryder stands, comes to his feet, and is awarded 1 point for an escape.
Over on the maroon mat, looks like Jake just got an escape there, so it's 3-0 with about 1 minute and 45 seconds left in the second period. Great aggression from both wrestlers on this maroon mat. Really getting after it here.
Coming to the end of the first period on the black mat, just again controlling heads, and that's it for the first period. 2-1 for Ivan. Ivan is up 2-1 against Ryder.
We can. You said you wanted us to zoom it in a little bit. 30 seconds left in the second period for Jake. Both wrestlers really getting after it here. Still 3-0.
Ryder's got a half Nelson, comes out of bounds. So Ivan's still down. Ryder is on top, 2-1. Still in the second period.
Came to the end of the second period for Jake and Ricardo. Start of the third period, Ricardo's on bottom, Jake starting on top. Oh! Jake about got in trouble there and was able to get his hips back on top and regain control. Ricardo with some great movement on bottom there.
Over on the black mat, we still have Ivan. He is down, and Ryder is on top, coming to the middle of the second period, 2-1 still.
Over on the maroon mat, Jake has now got Ricardo in a headlock on his back.
Tough headlock.
Really tight. It's going to be tough to get out of that one, but Ricardo putting up a fight, but ends in the pin there.
Good
Great
job,
Jake.
And also on the black mat, Ryder ends up with a pin over Ivan. Great job to both wrestlers. Next on the black mat, we have Isaiah Hosea. He will wrestle Isaac Roman.
And I think that's the last of the matches on the maroon mat over here, so we're just down to one, I think.
One match left for the JV.
I watched Isaiah in his last match, and he's got a lot of aggression in him, so he's pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, he had a great tournament this last week as the JV team went to Richfield. I think Isaiah was in the finals or some, but had a great tournament. In fact, the entire JV squad ended up taking, I believe, fourth in a varsity tournament, and we had several placers and just a lot of good stuff. Coming to the end, going to keep everyone neutral. So
Isaiah was digging that double underhook he likes to do and jacking up Isaac, and Isaac was able to get his hips down as Isaiah attempted that throw. Thankfully went out of bounds. Nobody lost any points there, so they get to start fresh.
0-0.
Isaiah working a single underhook now. Trying to get that head and hand position.
kind of move just a little bit of out of sight of view with the camera, but
See if I
we're
can adjust it
right
here.
on the edge. We may adjust it just a little. There we go.
There we
That's
go.
perfect. And now we're out, and we'll center it back to the center of the mat. We didn't realize when we started that we need about 10 people in this. We need one full-time person on the camera. So Tammy, thank you for that. Tammy is our camera gal right now, and of course tech people, and it's a lot of fun. Okay, so we're understanding, and we were correct. The maroon mat is going to be taken down and be consolidated into just one mat just shortly after this match of Isaiah.
They're really working that front headlock, trying to get around behind, picking that near ankle. Doing a great job elevating it and is able to get around behind.
2 points. Oh, now Isaiah's got him in a tough half, turning him with just probably about 5 seconds left. Got him on his back. We'll see if
Isaac doing all he can to fight off.
And that's
able
it.
to get that pin.
That's, yep, that looks like that's all. So join us shortly. We're going to log off this and then come back, log this into the JV match, and then we'll be back maybe about 10 to 7, and we'll start the varsity. So we're going to sign off for now, and